Okay, first off, I just hit 100K on TikTok and I think 20,000 on YouTube. What? I am basically in shock right now. I never thought this project would be like such a thing. So thank you so freaking much. Like, I can't even just thank you. So if you don't already know, my name is Holly and I run this channel, obviously, and the Dear Diary account on TikTok. So I noticed you guys had a ton of questions on how this thing worked, my inspiration, how I'm managing the whole thing. So I'm gonna try to answer all your questions in this video, hopefully. I do want to start with how this whole thing even works and what it is. Dear Diary is a project that I wanted to start to bring awareness to the struggles that we're kind of too scared to talk about. So the idea is that you guys share your diary entries with me or just rants about your struggles, and I share it with the world, except your name isn't attached to it. So you can share things anonymously, get your story out there, get it heard, and also get support through the comments and all of the viewers. Does that make sense? And also, a lot of people will find stories helpful because they'll relate to them, and the comments kind of apply to them too. So that's kind of the point of this whole project. Okay, so let's go into the questions, which will basically cover everything else. Where did you get the inspiration for this project? So it started with me literally just wanting to start a YouTube channel. I wanted to start one not for the views or to gain a following. I just wanted to start a project for myself to have a creative outlet. So that's where it all began, I guess. And then the next step was just figuring out what I was gonna do. So I was thinking about it, and I knew that even though I wasn't expecting like followers or subscribers or anything, I wanted my videos to be meaningful because it would actually give me a purpose for making these things. So I started with the idea of obviously just making little like montage video type things. I definitely wanted like some kind of voiceover. I just didn't know like what was going to be said. And then I was thinking it would be cool if I read some of my old like writings that I have, because I used to write a ton when I was younger. And then I realized how quickly I'd run out, and then I kind of was moving on to the idea of other people submitting things to me, and then I kind of make videos out of them. But then I was like, why don't I just try it and try to get submissions? And I realized how much that would be beneficial to other people and how it would actually make a difference and an impact if people were to actually see these. So I made a video on TikTok basically asking for submissions, and I was expecting a couple submissions, and that's really all I needed. I just wanted some content to work with, and that's basically it. I didn't expect followers, I didn't expect it to actually blow up this much. So now I'm here, and one of the questions is how many submissions I have. Currently I have around 7,000, which is amazing. Like, it's amazing. I am so thankful. I always knew that it was going to be meaningful and have purpose, but I didn't think that people would be so eager to submit their personal entries, but it's awesome. Next question. Do you have an upload schedule? I'm getting one because I need one. It's just been, like, I literally just started this channel 5 days ago. So I'm in the process of getting one. I'd like to post at least once a week and then kind of stick to that. I haven't picked out a day yet of when I'm gonna post, but right now I'm just kind of going with the flow. But it will happen very soon because I need it more for myself to like not overdo it, because these entries are a lot, and that does bring me into another question, which is how I deal with reading all of these and how I make sure that it doesn't affect me too much. 7,000 people sending me their stories and their struggles is really heartbreaking. And it's not that I have like too much work or anything like that. It's just that I really wish I could help every single one of them on a personal level. and knowing that I can't do that is just a lot. I can't dive too much into this because I will overthink everything and I will let it get to me way too much, and it's kind of counterproductive to what I'm trying to do, because I really want to be in a good mindset when making these, and I want it to be very positive and helpful and inspiring, so I need to make sure that I'm able to do that. Another question: can I start an account inspired by yours? Go for it. I don't care. I see a lot of comments okay, I'm really dumb about TikTok. Mentions, I guess is what they're called, of people tagging me in other videos of like people copying me. I do appreciate it, but at the same time, there's enough entries to go around for everybody, and if they're gonna help people, like, go for it. So another question: what are my long-term plans for this channel? I plan to, like I said before, have a schedule, and with that schedule, I plan to actually make these videos with intention. I said that I love making videos and that it's my passion, but yeah, I haven't really actually put together a video yet, because the videos I have made so far were pieced together with old footage that I already had, and I actually want to make these videos with intention. I want them to mean as much as they can. I want them to be made for a specific entry, and I want them to be good. I want to spend time editing them. So that's in the works of just getting myself to slow down and get on a schedule. Okay, so the biggest question that I keep getting is, why aren't my videos longer on TikTok? And that's because TikTok was never supposed to be my platform. I literally just posted on there to get little pieces of content to work with. The videos I post on TikTok are just previews of my actual full videos on here, which is YouTube, which is the platform I was going for the entire time. Everyone keeps saying, you can post 60-second videos, right? And I just don't want to have to make each and every video 60 seconds and not a minute longer. I want to have the freedom to actually make them as long as the entry. They can be any length. And that leads me to another question of, do they have to be a certain length? No. Which is why I prefer YouTube over TikTok. Okay, so let's actually get into how this thing works and how you submit, which is the first question: how do you submit something? So right now, I just have my email linked in my bio in TikTok and in the description. You can send your entries there, and there are a lot of questions about, well, how is it anonymous if you're sending an email? And the answer is, I don't post your name, I don't post your locations, or if that's in the entry. And that little initial at the end is never the first letter of your name, if I can even see your name. I always replace everything. Even if you tell me that you put in fake names and fake locations, I will always replace them just to be sure that it is 100% anonymous. With that being said, a lot of people still are concerned with me actually knowing who they are because I can see their email. So I am working on getting something that you can actually just send anonymously entirely. The reason why I like email right now is because I can communicate with you. I always send the videos ahead of time to the writer to kind of get their approval and just let them know, hey, I'm posting your story, it's coming up. They can watch the video before everybody else. And I do that as courtesy, just because I feel like it's nice. I know your stories are very personal to you, obviously. So it's a sensitive thing, and I just want to get as much approval from the writer as possible. Some people will put in there, feel free to adjust or change words, which is another question. Do you slightly change the entries? No, I do not, because that kind of takes away the point. The only thing I will ever do is fix grammar and then maybe take out sentences. And if I do take out sentences, then I will email you and reach out and ask if that's okay. Because again, it's your story, not mine. I've never taken out anything so far that I posted except for one line that I thought was just a little bit too triggering. Someone asked if you have to have an actual diary. No. You can vent, you can whip out like something from your notes app like a year ago, or you can just type something fresh. Like, it really doesn't matter. The only thing I ask is that you just provide a date, just to give some sort of context. Someone asked, can I just send some stuff to vent? Please do. That's kind of the whole point. A lot of people have said that they don't care if a video gets made out of their story and that they just feel better because they told someone about it. Which leads me to my next question. Do you read all of the entries? I know this sounds insane, but I'm gonna try to, and I have been trying to, because I feel like that's important. This may not mean a lot to a lot of you, but I do pray for everyone that submitted to me, and I'm thinking about all of you. Even if I don't get to your entry, I'm thinking about every single one of you. It's important to me, and I just need you guys to know that all your entries are valid, and I care about every single one of them, and I care about reading them and actually getting to them. Another person asked if I respond to the emails. I actually do try to respond to as much as I can. I feel like that's also important, just to have some sort of contact, even if it's one line. Just knowing that someone out there is thinking about you and has read your story, even if video is not made out of it. I think that's really special and important. So even though I can't respond to every single one, I try to respond to as much as I can. Another question, can it be about anything or does it have to be super deep? No, it does not have to be super deep. A lot of people are asking like how I pick, if it has to be like a certain way, if theirs is going to be like good enough. No, all your entries are good enough. Every single one. So if you want to talk about how hard it is to go off to college, or that you're just going to be a little homesick, talk about it. People will relate to that, and it's just as important as the other stuff too. Also, a lot of people wanted to know how I pick the entries. I really do just try to pick at random. The only thing I reach for is not posting the same topic back to back. How long will it take for mine to get posted? There's no telling, and I wish I had an answer, but at this point, it's just doing what I can. And the last question that I saw a couple of times is whether or not I've been through any of this myself. Everyone has been through stuff, and I have my stuff, but I'm not gonna say I've been through like dramatic stuff. I'm just saying that everyone has their stuff, and it's hard to talk about no matter how small it is. Maybe I'll just slip it into an entry, but then I'd be like prioritizing my own entry over others, and I don't think that's fair. I think that's all the questions. I just want to end by saying that I am really happy to know that there's this huge community out there. Today's society and YouTube and social media, it's really all about looking perfect and making your life look like this incredible thing with zero issues or problems, but that's just not true. And that's also like one of my biggest inspirations with this is just creating something that's real and that's raw and that's authentic. And the fact that I'm getting a lot of support for this just kind of restores my faith in humanity a little bit. I mean, it's pretty obvious that seeing these people on Instagram with the perfect bodies and the perfect life, it like negatively affects a lot of people, and I know that it's supposed to be like a positive thing, and that's okay. Posting selfies and posting things of you being happy is totally okay, but I think we just need to add in a little more realness, which is my goal and my mission. So thank you guys so much. I really need to end this here. I can't even express to you how much this all means to me, and I love you guys, and goodbye.